Hey CMGT 455, this is Evan Green here. I'm here to talk about the software Co-Construct. So Co-Construct is a project, financial, and client management system for custom home builders and remodelers. It's a one-stop shop, so you can process any information once. Have that data flow directly from your estimate, specifications, your bids, and your change orders, budgets to and from QuickBooks or any other pricing system you're using with no double entry. So it's used by custom home builders and remodelers. Let's talk a little bit about the key features of Co-Construct. So the first key feature I think is most important is single entry estimating. With full integration between softwares, Co-Construct ties your estimate to your specs and your budget. This makes it very easy to visualize and execute your project. Allows for quick submittals, bid, better estimates, has tools to allow you to maintain your budget properly, easy to make changes to your project, and at the pricing, it's at the $99 a month this program it covers that alone in this feature. So let's look at the next feature I think is very popular. Tracking change orders and expenses. I mean, what software doesn't have this, but it's all the same as all the other ones, right? We have our change orders come in, they get processed, we, the contractor, and they, the owner, can see them, and we can move on from them as fast as possible, as painless as possible. Simple as sharing photos and files. Every day we do dailies. We do equipment usage, materials used. We have all kinds of working parts in the field every single day. So why not just take videos of those? Take 5 minutes of your day, take a quick video, upload it to Co-Construct, and your client, your owner can see the progress. It's very easy. So, a little history of Co-Construct. It was created in 2004 by a man named Donnie Wyatt. His wife and him experienced disaster during their remodeling, and who hasn't? I've was in the remodeling business for a little while, and it was a disaster. Custom building is a disaster. It's never the same. It's not as easy to look up into your past records and find old pricing, because you're doing something new every time. So it's different pricing every time. So you have to adjust for that, and Co-Construct does. So, Wyatt and his wife took advantage of the market and came out with Co-Construct. Look at the pros and cons of Co-Construct. So it's easy to use, but while it's not hard to learn, there are a lot to going on in this program. So the basics are easy to learn, but the more complexity parts of it are not so much. So lucky for me, I've only had to use the basic parts of them, and it hasn't given me too much headache. So those are positives for me. Everything you need is there. It helps create efficiency of communication among parties, and it makes everything transparent. If there's an issue, or if there was, he said, she said going on, you could always look into the old files and see who was right and who was wrong. And it's logical, simple, just not over the top with features. I like it a lot. I do think it's more tailored to larger companies with a lot of clients, instead of smaller companies with maybe less vendors and a lot of clients. So I just think that larger companies would benefit more. So the cost of this product is very reasonable. It's $99 a month. There is a 90-day warranty, so if you don't like the product, you can use it for 90 days, and you can ship it right on back to them. And if you do like the product, you're not bound for years or 1 year. You get it for, month by month. And if you want to kick it, you can kick it. So how I use Co-Construct. When I was younger, my father ran a custom drapery install operation. It's very good business. I loved it a lot. I got to see a lot of different homes, did a lot of skyscraper work in San Francisco. Real simple work. Clients of ours choose a fabric that they want installed in their house, and we go install them. We have to take dimensions, and we have to send those dimensions to the fabricators who then cut the fabric. And sometimes the clients aren't always happy with the fabric, or sometimes they're getting something they didn't deliver, or sometimes we install it not the way that they want it installed. And Co-Construct was able to clear up all of that. We were able to give 3D, final product of the install that they could see, and they got to see pieces of fabric that was going to be installed. They got to realize that the dimensions that we take aren't going to be the same as the windows themselves. And that seems to be always an issue. So this software allowed us to integrate our business to our vendors and our clients. It also really helped us with advertising. It got us into a giant pool of other vendors and clients, and we were able to work with them, and people were interested in what we were doing and how we were doing it, and people were able to see our pricing compared to other people's pricing, and it was very beneficial to us. So the amount we paid and the amount of time we had it was very useful. I do think that Co-Construct did wonders for my company, but I do think that it would have bigger implications if it was a part of a bigger company. One that I work for now, we don't do custom buildings, but I do think that some of the features that are used in this could be very beneficial to us. I'm not always on the same job. We have several small jobs all over the place, and we all kind of fill in for each other at times. So it would be nice to have an integrated system where we can all see each other's work. So I think the simple features are the best. Clients remain involved in the project, which is always good and bad, right? So we hate the owner being involved in the project, but if we could just get everything in a file and put it on Co-Construct for her to see or him to see, and that'll do for us, and we can move on from that. And the information is easily accessible to parties at any time. I guess my overall opinion of the product is I'm happy with it. It's very easy to use. I've only used the basic features. I've only integrated basic pricing, basic vendors, basic 3D visualization, photos, change order processing became really easy. Just full integration is definitely the way to go. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but they give you a coach that walks you through specific features. That's really helpful. It integrates plans, specs, emails, photos, text, calendars. What more do you want? It seems like all software does that, but I do think this one is a lot easier to use than most. Definitely keeps track of small details, allows you to pay more attention to your clients and what they want. Keep track of quality a lot more. The client keeps happier, you're happier, you get good reviews, you get more business. It's all the way to go. Here's a little video, kind of sums up what I've talked about, and I appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoy the product.
Each building project should be a rewarding experience. But when no two projects look exactly alike, all those pesky project management details spin into chaos, turning separate bids, estimates, proposals, client selections, change orders, timesheets, to-do items, schedules, and warranty requests into a mess that's part in your head, part in email, and Pardon Excel. It gets the job done, but at the price of missed family time, stressed out customers, and lost profits. That's why CoConstruct is there. CoConstruct improves your It Works process and turns it into your It Works Great process. It's a reliable software solution that coordinates teams, communicates with clients, and controls all the financials of your projects. Everything is centralized, accessible anywhere, anytime. Client and trade partner communication, it's all captured. Estimates, bids, and proposals, create them with the tap of your finger. There's even scheduling and time clocking for your crew. No more sacrificing for the sake of pesky details. Make building a rewarding experience for you and your clients. Visit CoConstruct.com to schedule a demo and see why thousands of builders rely on CoConstruct.